Good morning. Today we've had a lovely visit from Sam from Seeing Through Glass. He's rather hungry, so he would like me to take him for lunch somewhere. So we've decided we're going to take out the new Cayman GTS 4 litre McLaren GT to see which is the best GT car to get us up to the highest pub in England. So we're going to swap over cars halfway, see what we think, and hopefully we'll have a bit of fun and a bit of lunch too, Sam.
I hope there's a coffee up there as well. I'm excited. Can I go in that one first?
Yes, you can.
Let's do it.
Perfect. Let's have fun. Top now. Feels like we're on top of the world up here. If anyone fancies any great driving roads, by the way, up here, the Tan Hill's the highest pub in England, and these roads, these driving roads up here are absolutely unbelievable. So if anyone fancies a drive out up in Yorkshire at any point, I'll happily give you the details of how to get up here. It's absolutely wonderful. But the car, well, it's a Porsche. I mean, it's going to perform well, isn't it? I have to say my leg hurts a little bit. That's not a problem with the car, that's a problem with me. I haven't driven a manual in years. I have to say, after now a while in the car, I couldn't cope with the manual. I really couldn't, but it does connect into the car. It's not for me. The seats, wonderful, look great, comfortable, great for track driving, great for spirited driving. For long journeys, I'd pick a comfort seat personally. Unless I was doing track work in the car, I think for in the real world, I think the normal seats would be better than normal comfort seats. I think that's the good point of the real world. That's where this car is brilliant. Real world driving in England, North Yorkshire, twisty roads. This car is small, it's nimble, it's got more than enough performance that you need for these roads, but not too much that you feel it's going to bite at you all the time. It's just sort of the ideal car for Yorkshire country roads, it really is. So hopefully Sam's had fun in the McLaren behind me. Hopefully he's not too hungry, he's going to enjoy his lunch, so we'll switch over and I'll jump in the McLaren, see what we think, and maybe pick which is the best GT car for North Yorkshire roads.
I gotta be honest, I was a little bit jealous of the Cayman following it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was happy to be in a McLaren. Was it as good as it looked?
That car on these roads, I think was the perfect car.
Yes, I thought that.
Yeah, I think tight Yorkshire roads, it's got enough performance to be fun and exciting, but not too much that it's ever going to catch you. So
because the McLaren's so good at being smooth and comfortable,
yeah,
and it's too quick for these roads, you just tend to be smooth and comfortable. And I was just like pottling along, being like, oh, I kind of want to be in the manual. And
but that engine as well, having no turbos, you're back to high rev ranges, so you can just leave it. I mean, I've used third and fourth gear most of the time.
is it still long geared like the GT4?
Long gear, yeah.
Okay.
So you haven't got the low down torque, but just put it in a low gear and then just rev it out. It's just great. Keep it between 4,000 and 8,000. It's just, that's what Porsche's about, do you not think?
Yeah, I might have to drive that on the way back down if you let me.
You're more than welcome.
I have to say though, thank you so much for bringing me here. This is super cool. I mean, I had no idea this existed, and the sun is amazing, but the views, how often do you get out and get to do drives like this?
Well, not as often as I was like, to be honest, but we do every so often. But to be fair, it's normally snowing and wet here. So. Thanks for bringing the sunset from the south.
No problem at all. Well, yeah, a wicked day, and we're still waiting for our food, but I'm sure that's going to be mega when it turns up as well. And then we get to drive back down, which is a pretty good thing, right?
Perfect. Can you enjoy the McLaren?
Yeah, it was. I'd say it does everything it's supposed to do. It's just not for me. I like a more raw, shouty car. I think if I want a comfortable GT car, I'd grab one of the Bentleys that you've got, or I can just get something a bit more, I don't know, sedate.
Yeah.
But it does exactly what it's supposed to do, and it's very good at it. So I can't really knock it.
A mature McLaren.
It's a mature McLaren. Who knew?
Exactly. enjoyed the Porsche, but I actually thought I was going to not like this car, but I think it's a little bit more me. Maybe that's because I'm getting older, but I like the fact that it's a slightly softer ride. I think the steering is a little bit less direct as what it would be in a sports series McLaren, so I just wish it had the more direct steering, and I wish those brakes were slightly less spongy. But you sit just right in the car. Because this car's got all the leather, it's got the great stereo system, all the electronics that you need, got an electrochromatic sunroof, so you can stop the light coming in if you want to, you can have a dark light in the middle, like really, really clever. A little bit gimmicky, but it's pretty cool. The way you're positioned in the car as well, you feel like you're right at the front of the car. You feel like you're just in complete control of what you're doing because you can see everything. You do know the benefit of that carbon tub, not only in terms of the rigidity and the weight saving, but it also gives you great practicalities as well. I actually quite like this.
Those bucket seats look cool, but they're such a pain to get in and out of.
How'd you get on? What do you think?
I mean, I love it. I like. For me, I'd get this over a GT4. I just think on the road, on roads like today, it's just so nice, and the engine is mega. I love the manual switch. Like, I'm a big fan. Big fan.
Yeah,
so this is a bit more of me than that.
Well, I thought after driving that, I was going to say exactly the same, but no, that's more me.
Yeah.
That's more me.
I could see the smile. I look at you, it's like,
As I disappeared.
As you disappeared.
With all the power that you
It's
didn't
a
have.
lot of power now, huh?
It's a fast car.
That is a car. When you start getting like third, fourth gear, it starts to go. This one, you can leave it in second gear and just rev it out and brake and rev it out and brake. You don't have to change much, but it's just so nice. This is very Porsche.
Yeah, and that's very McLaren. I think the ride in McLaren. They just nail it, don't they? So smooth.
Butter smooth.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as I kind of understand it more now. Before I'd driven that, I wasn't very nice about it because I didn't really understand, especially when the 570 was still out.
Yeah.
But now it's its own thing in the McLaren lineup. It does kind of make sense, and it's a very nice place to be, isn't it?
It's a mature McLaren. I only wish it had the steering on the Sport Series a bit more direct.
Sure.
A bit more direct. But other than that, I think I like it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
old.
It's a very nice spec as well. It's hard to dislike that car because of the spec.
Yeah, absolutely.
Super cool. What a day.
Good, what a day. I enjoyed it.
Amazing.
Thanks. So we're going to see what they've done to your 360.
Oh, God, yeah, okay.